Hi there, I am here to do my October wrap-up, and I have had a really fun month. I did a lot of different things, so I'm just going to go through them one by one. The first thing I'm going to talk about is we did a study of the Vampire Tarot by Ian Daniels. I keep it in this awesome Peggy bag. And we did get a different bag for it, but I'm using my different bag for something else. Anyway, we always do a deck study in the Magical Unicorns group, which I will link below. And this month we did the Vampire Tarot. And I love this deck, and I've studied it before, and I've worked with it a ton, and I use it year-round now. But it's got the greatest guidebook. It's just amazing. I'm sure everybody's seen this deck, but it's really, really good and definitely worth getting. Even if you just want a great guidebook, it's worth getting just for the guidebook. I do actually just love the deck now, though. And I liked the deck, but until I really spent a month just with only this deck, I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now. And now I absolutely love it. So this was one of the things I did for October. And very, very fun. Next, I did some cat call readings at a couple different places. And I used some of my spooky season decks. And I used the Dark Fairytale was one of the decks I picked with, and this is just a mass market deck, with the Craft Decadence Oracle, and these were really fun together. So I did something kind of different when I was reading in person. I picked an oracle to go with each of my tarot decks. Right, so I'll just flip through these and I'll show you how they look. The Wheel of Fortune with the Page of Pentacles and Liminal Space. Strength and the Queen of Cups with Primordial Savagery. Nine of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles with Ineffable Genius. The Star and the Two of Swords with Undulating Confidence. The Fool and the Page of Cups with Precious Apparition. The Empress and the Knight of Swords with Concentrated Potential. The Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords with Fluent Avant-Garde. The Six of Swords and the Four of Swords with Idealized Tragedy. So these were fun and people enjoyed them. So it was kind of perfect spooky season decks to use for reading at little festivals. Okay, so that was the first deck I used with the first oracle. And next, this next pairing I loved so much that I think I'm just going to keep using these together. They were so great together. So I used, I don't know if I've shown you this before. I think I have. I showed you this before. This is Madame Wilhelmina's. It has a longer name, which I will put down below. Monsters Mayhem. I can't remember the whole name now. And then I used it with the Seasons of the Witch Mabon. And you wouldn't think these would be that great together, but they were so fun together. I loved them together. And people loved this combo. So this is a collage deck with a lot of art that is just free on the internet, but the old fashioned art. And then this is the new Seasons of the Witch Oracle. Or the Mabon. Now, I think this is the newest one that came out right now. I know the in bulk one is going to come out maybe at the end of this month, I think. The Fool, Queen of Cups with Coming of Darkness. 9 of Wands, Queen of Swords with Corn Maze. Although your path is unclear, it is there waiting for your faith to lead you. The Lovers and the Queen of Coins with St. John's wort. Against your will, there will not be. No entrance, no welcoming. Be gone. The Devil and 8 of Swords with Queen of the Dead. Queen of the Dead. Fear not the rage of the living within, for it is the power of fierceness waiting to taste you fully. Aren't they good together? The Emperor and 7 of Swords with Apple of my eye. Not all that's alluring may be what it seems. See beyond the illusion. Six of Cups with Temperance. Dwell in the medicine that exists to protect the spirit. Creator of the Madame Wilhelminas. And all of her decks are amazing, and I think I have them all, and they're all really cool. 10 of Cups, Page of Cups with Apothecary Cabinet. Without practice, without befriending them, they are strangers in your path. And all her decks are really different, but they're really cool. Her art is beautiful. And this is just a collage one, but she also has a lot of her own art. Deary Squirrel with Knight of Swords and Molasses. To move forward, you must know where you are headed. I like it with the Knight of Swords. 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands with Harvest Switch. What sacrifices have you made for the greater vision of what is to be? 9 of Cups and the Sun with Harvest Moon. Slow your heart and move gently into the coming of self. The Moon and 6 of Coins with Coven. I am you and you are me. When we come together, we are all we seek. That's beautiful, I think. Knight of Cups and the Tower with Autumn Equinox. Nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. Four of Swords and the Empress with Pomegranate. Dare to taste the unknown. Let it seduce your spirit awake. King of Coins and 7 of Cups with the Reaper. For the birth of something new to manifest. The death of something. I gotta pause. All right, I'm back. Sorry, somebody was in my backyard. All of a sudden, it was my neighbor coming over. Everybody's out doing yard stuff today, so it might be loud today. I think I already did this one. Okay. Queen of Wands with Justice and Kitchen Witchery. Knight of Wands, 8 of Cups with Tea Magic. Reach into your subconscious, pull from the source, and weave magic with intention, and the answers will unfold. All right, well, anyway, this was a fun pairing, and I ended up just really enjoying this pairing, and also just enjoying having an oracle to go with the tarot to read for people, just because that was kind of new to me. I mean, I do it for myself all the time, but I had not done that when I was reading for other people. And I don't usually read for other people online. I just do it in person because, I don't know, I just love doing it in person. All right. Next deck I used for public readings was the Vampires Tarot of the Eternal Night, which I keep in this Peggy bag that actually got made for the Vampire Tarot, but then I put this in it and ended up loving having this deck in that bag. So now I'm using that. Okay, and I used that with the Dark Light Oracle, which was also really fun. Man, I'm getting quite a mess here. All right, but these were great together, I thought. Gonna pause again. Sorry for the pause again. I had to answer a question. So these were really fun together. 3 of Cups and the Knight of Wands with Memories. The Knight of Cups with the 3 of Wands and Exploring. The 9 of Swords with the Star and Transformation. The 9 of Pentacles with the Fool and Luck. The Ace of Cups and the Hermit with Mystery. High Priestess with the 10 of Wands and Autumn. Hi. Sorry, answering another question and lost track of where I am. So I'm going back to the Ace of Cups and the Hermit with Autumn. Isn't that scary? And the High Priestess and the 10 of Wands with Winter. And the Tower and the Page of Wands with Time. To use, not to lose. 6 of Wands and the Queen of Cups with Spring. Everything that blossoms. The 7 of Swords with the 5 of Wands and Water. The 2 of Cups and the Ace of Swords with Blessings. The Empress and the Devil with Ghosts. All right, well anyway, this one went pretty well together. It's kind of fun. Sorry for all those interruptions. I'm going to move on to a different pairing. All right, and I had one more that I brought with me when I did my public readings. And I actually ended up doing it 2 different times this month, just because there happened to be 2 events that I was able to go to. Okay, sorry, just putting these away. And I just love this bag for the Vampire's Tarot of the Eternal Night. So fun. Okay, next I used a newer deck to me, and it's the Tarot of Vampires by Charles Harrington. And I had been wanting to play with this, and I wasn't sure I was going to get to it, but then I just decided to bring it for my public readings, and I ended up really liking it. And here is the book for that. And I paired that with one of my cheese decks, which is Moon Magic. And I just use this kind of as an oracle, and you can use it for moon readings and stuff, but I used it more as an oracle. And it was really fun. And I ended up really liking this deck. So Knight of Cups, Page of Wands with Magic and Mystery. 6 of Cups, King of Pentacles and Shadow Side. Justice and the 8 of Pentacles with the New Moon Intention. Drawing Down the Moon with the 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Temperance and the 3 of Pentacles with the Unforeseen, Dark Side of the Moon. Judgment and the Four of Wands with Dark Moon destructive magic. The Lovers and the Three of Wands with Werewolf for lunacy. The Five of Pentacles and Eight of Cups with enchantment magic. Strength and the Queen of Swords with constructive magic. Nine of Swords and King of Swords with sensitivity. Two of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles with repellent magic. Eight of Swords and Seven of Pentacles with banishment magic. I'm sorry for all the noise. There's so much going on today. Three of Swords and Five of Wands with transition magic. Seven of Wands and the Hangman with abundance. Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Cups with purification. And I don't know if I think I showed this deck. But one of the cool things about this deck is, look, the Empress is Lilith. And I love that about this deck. Anyway, I ended up really having fun with this deck. And we'll probably keep it and use it again. Because I wasn't sure if I needed another vampire deck. But now I think I do. So I am happy I got it. And I'm having fun with it. All right. All right, next I did a workshop again with Francine. I've done several with her, and they're always amazing. And it's all stuff that, sure, I could probably go ahead and just do it myself. But it is really nice just to have all the meditations and spreads and everything laid out for you. And then we always meet on video when we do the workshops. And it's just really fun to hang out with other people that are doing the same practice. So I chose Circle of Doors for this, and I'm in love with this deck. This deck was, somebody told me about it, I think it was in September for, we were talking about Norse decks, and they had used this for their Norse deck in Don Michelle's monthly medicine group. Which I've been in since it started and do every month. And anyway, we were talking about Norse decks, and they told me about this. And I don't know if it's okay to say their name or not, but I fell in love with it. It's just a gorgeous deck, and it also has an amazing guidebook with it. And I really, really love it. It's just really special. And it actually came about through Burning Man, and they had a Circle of Doors you could go in that was this whole tarot experience. Just really cool. And the deck is pretty feminine, and it's kind of like the dark feminine. I kind of love that, working in that realm, and this was a perfect deck to use for that practice. And I did pair it with the Crystal Oracle. I mostly just used the tarot cards, but when I needed an oracle, I used the Crystal Oracle. And then because I was using it for this practice, I ended up using this with another deck. So I'll just go ahead and go through it, and you can see I loved these together. Eight of Cups, Moving On. Six of Cups, Innocence. And I do enjoy the keywords on this deck with Deeper Connection, Soul Connection. These were great together, I thought. Nine of Cups, Ritual, with Six of Shells, Gratitude, and Ancient Wisdom, Record Keeper. Seven of Cups, Fantasy, with Four of Keys, Sanctuary, Distant Healing, Healing Transmission. Eight of Knives and Four of Cups, with Balancer, Grounding, with Rumination and Benevolence. The Chariot and the Mega of Shells, Believer, with Good Fortune, Abundance. Mega of Keys and Crone of Cups, Rebel and Healer, with Quartz Cluster, New Inspiration. See, don't they go great together? Three of Keys and the Six of Knives, Doorway, a New Chapter, with Time Travel, Present Moment. I just really enjoy these. Maiden of Keys, Seeker, and Eight of Keys, Courage. And this cardstock, this is the backs. This cardstock is so, the quality of this deck is so beautiful. And the guidebook is just amazing. I think it's really good. And this deck is just really high quality. So there is the exhibit at Burning Man. You can see it from the top there. But what a cool idea. I just thought this is just so cool. And until the person told me about it through Monthly Medicine, I had never even heard of this deck. And now I just love it. Now I've forgotten where I am. Maiden of Keys, Seeker, with Eight of Keys, Courage, and Divine Truth. Three of Knives, Crone of Shells, Dark Mood, and Keeper, with Divine Temple, Akashic Records. Okay, we'll stop here. But anyway, I loved this whole practice. I loved using this deck, and I loved it with the Crystal Oracle. So that was just a very good experience this month. And this is the Crystal Oracle Master Teacher, Crystal Oracle by Rachel Charman. It's just a mass market deck. It doesn't have a ton of cards. I think it's only got like 32 cards or something, 33 cards. But it's fun, and it's fun with certain things. All right, next for my Sunday readings, I used the Heaven and Earth Tarot by Jack Sephiroth and Jamie Elford. And this is, I've had this since it came out. I think I got this in some tarot box or something that I was getting at the time. Ended up really liking it. The guidebook is not as good as it could be, but the deck is beautiful. And I ended up using that, not all the time, but sometimes with the Between the Worlds. I used it with this Oracle a couple times, so I'll just show them together. You've probably seen this deck. It's the same people that did the Runic Tarot. I actually like the Runic Tarot better, but this month, I don't know why, I just felt like using this. The Hierophant and the Sun with Gold Coin. And this deck, Between the Worlds, this is Mass Market by Monica Bodoriski. It's shadow casting with bone and curio. It's a really cool deck, but you do need to use the guidebook. But like, this means like wealth and poverty, and you can kind of just interpret it how you think, but it is helpful to use the guidebook with this. That's the only downside of that deck. But you could do it without. Two of Swords and the Hermit with Short Bone, and Peace is Two of Swords here. King of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands, Great Strength with Ravenclaw. Queen of Wands and Ace of Wands with the Hagstone. And I can just read you the Hagstone real quick. How long have you had that necklace? It is very interesting. Did you drill that hole? No, I just find these stones wherever I go. I dedicated my life to witchcraft, and now I find them everywhere. Every beach I travel to, in every state, province, country, mountain, I just ask for a sign and they appear. This one is that from that trip to Greece a while back. How do they work? You look through them or just have one and you are protected. I think I saw those for sale in someone's shop. Anyway, so it goes on with a little story, and then it talks about the Hagstone is a stone with a naturally occurring hole found in or near water. The hole is created by the action of water and sand wearing down the softer part of the stone. And it talks about how it's made. And then the message, spiritual gifts can help you feel protected and also very vulnerable. Advice, You can see the hidden realm and you are protected from interference right now. The stones you keep close are offering you the right energy and balance. Not everyone is suited to the path of seeing spirits. And reversed, you are not seeing what's in front of you or are changing what you need to suit your needs, however unrealistic. This is not the time to pretend you don't know who's calling or deny your visions. And so that's kind of what the guidebook is like. And, you know, they don't match perfectly, but they were fun to use together. Strength and the Three of Pentacles, material world with horseshoe. Sorry about the lawn stuff. It's just such a time of year where everybody's out doing their lawn. The Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords with bird bone. I think I might pause because it's getting kind of loud now. The Three of Wands, established strength with the Two of Wands, dominion and jawbone. Okay, I'm going to pause and come back. Okay, so another practice I'm doing is the Drop 'em 78, and I'm using the Grand Boleyn Tarot for that, and I'm using the Oracle Boleyn as my clarifier. So what this is you use a deck that you want to study, and then you use a deck as a clarifier that you know really, really well. And this deck is, I've had this for years. I know it really, really well, but it's funny because it's made by the same person that made this. This deck I talk about in my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video, which I'm not sure if that will be up when I post that because I had to refilm some of it. But anyway, you use one deck and then one clarifying deck, except for I have used a bunch of decks for the month because it was spooky season. I didn't want to use only one deck, and also I'm leaving at the end of the month, and I didn't want to bring this with me because it's rare and hard to get. And so anyway, I will catch up when I get back from vacation, but I'm not going to bring this deck with me. So I'm just using these two decks for this practice, and I talk about this more in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, so I won't go into details too much about that here. But this looks like a Marseille deck, but it's not. It combines a bunch of different systems, and it just reads really different. And this deck has meanings, and then it has astrological symbols which have additional meanings. And so this helps to clarify what you're getting in this. And we do one card a day in the Drop 'em 78, which I will link below. And it's Mindful Tarot Esther, who started that group. And we did a live about this a few days ago, and talked about it a lot. And there's a lot of information through Facebook and through her videos about how to go about this. But really, ideally, you should probably only use the one deck. It's just that my life is kind of going all over the place right now, and I'm going to be gone, so I am not going to be able to have this with me part of the time. But it is a deck I wanted to study, so I am using it so I can study it. And it's a really fun practice. This is my first year doing it, but we've been posting on Facebook. I won't be able to post all the time, but it's kind of the only social media posting I'm doing right now is this posting for this Drop 'em 78. But I'm not going to do any posting or anything when I'm back home because I just don't have time to do it there. I visit family and friends, and I'm gone for a couple weeks, so I just won't do it while I'm gone. But anyway, just wanted to show you what else I was up to in October. So that this is one of those things. All right, and it's kind of quieted down here a little bit. I've kind of forgotten where I am, but I think monthly medicine stuff I'll just show you week by week. But I will, oh, I know what I'll show you. I'll show you what I did for the new moon. We haven't had the full moon yet, but for our new moon reading, I used my Bohemian Gothic and the Witch's Oracle. The Witch's Oracle by Marla Brooks is something I picked up when I was at Newt's. It's by Red Feather, and I stopped by the Red Feather table, and I did grab some decks and a book while I was there. But these, I thought these were fun together. And this was a great reading. I do absolutely love the Bohemian Gothic, and everybody can get it now, so yay. These are the backs on the second edition. And pretty soon the new edition's going to be out, so that'll be fun. So I'll show you these together. They really worked well together, and you do have to use the guidebook most of the time, but most of these are symbols that you know, but it's got a little guidebook that goes with it too. Page of Wands with 8 of Swords and Mirror. 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords with Pentagram. Knight of Cups and 6 of Swords with Unicorn. 3 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune with Merlin. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles with Full Moon. And I wasn't sure about getting this deck when I was at Newt's, which is Northwest Tarot Symposium. And then the person at the counter was like, oh, but it's getting close to spooky season, and you could just draw a card every day, and it would be fun. And then I looked at the deck, and it was, oh, why didn't I get this before? But it's really fun. It's mass market. It's great. I love it now. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, and oh, I already did that one. Sorry. Strength, Ace of Swords with Lightning. 4 of Pentacles and the Moon with Silver Box. And I could just show you like what silver, I'll read you Silver Box. Silver Box. The color silver represents intuition, imagination, and illusion. It is linked with the moon and female energy. It gives a sense of balance and assists in emotional and physical releasing and cleansing. Boxes are made for storage and keeping things safe. Sometimes we lose focus, and lately so much has been going on in your life that your thoughts and emotions have been scattered. They've been left to fly around and get misplaced rather than being held within the confines of a safe container, which is what this box represents. Your mind has been working overtime, and important thoughts and ideas pop into your head and leave just as quickly. You need to hold on to flashes of intuition and regain your focus in order to find that happy medium between the chaos that currently surrounds you and the peace of mind that is badly needed at this time. Take 5 minutes a day to focus on this card. In your mind, open the lid and file away those scattered thoughts, ideas, and inspirations. They will serve you well in the future. Silver Box, Hematite. Hematite is a powerful stone for the mind. It offers support with grounding, concentration, and memory, while still being protective and reflective. Hold hematite when you feel scattered or unfocused. And then you have an incantation. All thoughts and ideas hop into the box so they can't slip away like a sly little fox. Safe and secure they shall stay to help me on another day. And so each card has a little stone that goes with it too. The High Priestess, the Magician, and the Owl. Temperance, the King of Pentacles, and the Scarab. Ooh, isn't that pretty together? Because the red and the purple and the red here picks up everything. That really looks pretty together. 9 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups with magical candles. And here you see the moon. 5 of Wands, King of Swords with the Banshee. Pretty fitting. Death, Ace of Pentacles with the Witch's Circle. The Sun, the Fool, and the Celtic Heart. And I like how the red is picked up there. The Skull with the Devil and the 9 of Cups. And the green here. Ten of Cups and the Hierophant with the Hag. Perfect. The Star and the Emperor with Ceridwen's Cauldron. Ace of Wands and Two of Cups with the Salamander. Three of Cups and Nine of Swords with the Athame. The Hermit and the King of Wands with Bat. The Ankh with the Hangman and the Queen of Wands. Besom with the Empress and Judgment. Memento Mori and the World with Dreamcatcher. Anyway, I love both of these and they were both really fun. I do just love this deck. And it is so fantastic that it's being reprinted again and everybody can get it, because I know it's been something everybody's wanted, or a lot of people have wanted and haven't been able to get their hands on. So pretty amazing. There's a new copy coming out. All right, that was Bohemian Gothic and the Witch's Oracle. And that's what it looks like on the inside. Okay, next I will talk about, I do usually a 5-position or 6-position spread depending on the day every morning when I wake up. And I use, sometimes I'll use like 4 tarot decks and an oracle or 2. Sometimes I'll use like 2 tarot and some oracles. And this month, I used the Witch's Tarot and the Gothic Tarot for my tarots. And I am going to do a separate video because I use this deck quite a bit. And I paired it with a bunch of oracles. So right now, I'll just show it to you with the Gothic Oracle. And the Gothic Tarot. The Gothic Tarot is a majors only deck. It just comes in this little box. This is the first edition. I think there's been 3 or 4 editions. These are the backs. And this is a majors only deck, but it worked well with the Witch's Tarot. And the Witch's Tarot used to be a majors only, and now it is a full tarot. And this is by Burning Paper Hearts. And you can't see, but today I have on my moon card sweatshirt and I'm using the Witch's Tarot, so it's kind of funny. So I'll just show you these together. But this is great. It's very gothic, and this deck is just absolutely beautiful. I love this deck. It's just fantastic. Oh, I guess I should tell you what things are. Wheel of Fortune with 3 of Cups and the Moon. 6 of Wands, 2 of Swords with the Star. Coven and Page of Swords with the Hierophant. Page of Coins and Justice with the Emperor. The Moon and the Tower with the Empress. Celine and the 6 of Coins with Innocence. Queen of Coins, 6 of Swords with the Magician. 4 of Swords and 2 of Cups with the High Priestess. Ace of Coins and 8 of Wands with Deception. So I will do a separate video about all the oracles I paired with this deck. But anyway, this was really fun. This is probably the deck I've used the most so far this month, because I used it in a couple different ways. And I used it on my daily reading almost every day so far. All right. Yeah, and the other thing I used this deck for was the Instagram challenge Season of the Witch, and that's how I kind of started using this for my daily spreads too, because I was already using this deck. And this is the Burning Paper Hearts logo. This deck is still available. It's an indie deck. There is a Kickstarter that has an oracle deck that's kind of the same style as this deck. That's, I think, the same cardstock. This is really well made, really luxurious cardstock. And I think next I will show you what I did for monthly medicine. Okay, the first week of monthly medicine, it was about the graveyard gate and just kind of going into the liminal space. These are the two decks I used. The Ghost Tarot is a mass market deck. You've seen it on my channel before, if you've watched my channel. This is a really fun deck, and it's mass market, and I really enjoy using it. And it's perfect for our monthly medicine, which was ghost themed this month, so that was really fun. And then Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. This is the indie version of the deck. Also really a fun deck. And they went really great together. And I like the messages together. I'll separate it in half. So I enjoyed using these two to start off our monthly medicine. Five of Pentacles and Four of Cups with Greet the Darkness. Eight of Wands and Two of Swords with Mischief. The Six of Pentacles and Eight of Pentacles with Rooted. And this deck is actually a great reader, this Ghost Tarot. You could use it any time of year. It's really fun to use it during spooky season, but it's a good enough reader that you could use it anytime, and it is kind of meant to be like a gate into the past, between the past and the future, and to look at those things that may be hidden. So almost kind of a moon type deck, but it's easy to use it anytime, but it's especially fun this time of year. And this version of the Samhain Oracle is, the pictures are much smaller, but I like the sizes together. So the Knight of Pentacles with the Moon and Altar. We were just talking about the moon. Eight of Cups and the King of Cups with Coming of Winter. And winter is coming. It's already getting kind of colder here. We went from it being in the 80s, then for a short time the 70s, and now we're getting down into the mid 60s during the day. And we sometimes will start having some rain. We've had a few days of rain. When I woke up, it was kind of wet. Anyway, so definitely feeling that kind of fall spooky season now. So the Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords with Chalice. And that's perfect because, look, there's a chalice here. This was just, those cards were great together. The Six of Swords, and then some of the cards are sideways. And the Knight of Wands with Anne. It says ancestors there. It's hard to read sometimes. The Knight of Swords with the Two of Cups and Potions and Spells. And then the Three of Cups, and I think this is a beautiful Three of Cups, with the Ten of Wands and Raven. And Death with the Dark Moon and Strength. Oh, that's cool pairing there. The Lovers with the Six of Wands and Gods of Samhain. And we have the Page of Pentacles and the Star card with Healer. Those go great together. So these were really fun to pair. The Veil with the High Priestess and the King of Swords. Black Cat with the Fool and the Hanged Person. Oh, and I love the wheel in this deck. I think it's just absolutely stunning. So the wheel with the Page of Swords and Coven. Oh, and a bunch of covens get together on Saturday night tonight to meet, to do a ritual with Hecate. And School. 5 of Swords and 7 of Swords with blood magic. So anyway, you can see these are fun to use together. And so I really like them. But you can just go on, and they just work together really well. And you could use the mass market Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. This one I just like because of the size, and has more cards than the mass market. But the mass market one is cool because there's more close-ups of the images, so that's really fun. All right. And week 2 was Restless Spirit Meeting a Guide. Help with assistance. And I used Ghosts and Spirit Tarot by Lisa Hunt. And this is an old deck. I've probably had this 9 or 10 years. I first saw it on Al Moon Racing's channel. Must have been 10 years ago. And her son Vincent was yelling in the background. She was showing this deck. It was just funny. But I ended up getting the deck then, and it's a great deck. It's really fun to use. It's got a really good guidebook, and it tells about the cards and why they chose the depiction on the card, and what the depiction represents. So you could actually spend a lot of time and go really deep with this deck. It's just a really fun deck to use. And then the other deck that I paired with it was Roses, Dust, and Ashes, which was an oracle with cemetery symbols by Stacey Williams. And I've shown this before. I think I showed it in my June new decks and like a couple other times. So you've seen this one before, but these went really great together and were really fun together too. And they read really well together. I'll go through them. So the High Priest with 9 of Cups and Insight. 5 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and Passion. 9 of Swords, the High Priestess, and Influence. And this is a newer deck to me, so I wasn't really sure what I was going to pair it with, and it is a little bit glossy. And I do love Stacey's other decks. This one is a little bit more glossy than her other decks. It does have that gold gilding on the sides, and it was a little bit different, but I think she always tries to have her decks printed in the United States, and she wants to support just the manufacturers here. And so we heard about this a little bit at Newt's last year. I think she was talking about this deck. So anyway, Temperance with 8 of Swords and Innocence. But it's fun and I like it. And I do love these graveyard type cemetery decks. And 7 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and Guardian. 8 of Wands, 10 of Wands, and Safe Journey. 10 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and Breakthrough. It's kind of funny, the synchronicities here. Chains instead of the Devil, and Strength with Eternity. Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and Wisdom. 3 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and Grace. The Fool, the 3 of Cups, and Strength. And then I'll just read you the little guidebook about the Fool here. And it's called Leshy, and that's because these beings are leshies. And so if you can see, the person is going through the forest and the dog is paying attention to like the spirit and what's going on, because dogs are always sensitive. And then all of these are up here waiting. Leshy are wood spirits inhabiting the dark forests of the Baltics. These shapeshifters can assume many guises and range in temperament from malevolent to mischievous. They are elusive and difficult to detect, but can lead the unwary traveler astray with their ability to mimic sounds. Entering a forest can be analogous to entering the unknown terrain of the unconscious. The tangle of branches indicate the challenge that lay ahead. The faces in the rocks illustrate the gamut of emotion and life lessons that await us. The dog is aware of the supernatural presence and serves as an intuitive guide for the carefree individual. Maintain the meaning, if you get this in a reading, maintaining a sense of adventure helps carry you through the challenges ahead. Preserve a childlike optimism as you explore new paths, but bear in mind that anything can happen along the way. So you kind of get the sense of the guidebook. That it's actually got a really great guidebook. 4 of Wands and Justice with victory. 5 of Wands, the Sun and eternal love. 6 of Pentacles, the Magician and time flies. Isn't that a beautiful 6 of Pentacles? It's so pretty. I always love Lisa Hunt's art. It's so cool. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and Purpose. And her decks are always just really amazing. 7 of Swords with the Hangman and Resilience. 4 of Cups, 6 of Wands with Vanity. 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords with the Portal. 2 of Wands, King of Cups with Attachment. 5 of Cups, Queen of Wands with Untold Story. 5 of Swords, King of Wands with Readiness. The Hermit, the Tower, and Curiosity. And this month, I was using a lot of decks because I did a lot of different practices. But I gave myself a break and didn't post on Facebook because it just takes so much time. And I just was doing so many things that I was just like, I'm just going to do a recap at the end of the month, but I'm going to give myself a break from posting on Facebook this month. And maybe next month, because it was actually kind of nice to just have a break from it. 6 of Swords with Knight of Pentacles and Hope. Death, Page of Swords, and Humility. 9 of Wands, Ace of Cups with Stillness. The Lovers, 8 of Cups with Freedom. So anyway, these decks were both really, really fun to use. Both great readers. They worked really well together. Ghost Spirit Tarot is mass market. And Roses, Dust, and Ashes is an indie deck, but is available. So you can get it now. It's just got, I think, a really cool box. And I know some people were like, I don't like the box. I love the box. I think the box is awesome. Looks like a coffin. How cool is that? All right. All right, for week 3 of monthly medicine, our theme for the week was the tombstone. And I ended up using a couple Linen Smith decks, and we're just ending this week right now. So I really enjoyed these. I showed these in my Gothic decks, but these were so great together because look at the backs. So that kind of hinted at our first week of Graveyard Gate in monthly medicine. And I love the backs of these cards. I think they're just gorgeous. I don't know if those are the backs still, but I think that they still are. And I think there's a newer version of this that has more cards. These are Linen Smith on Make Playing Cards. I will try and remember to link that below. But I thought these went so well together. So 8 of Swords and the Lovers with Bitter. The Emperor and the Ace of Pentacles with Contempt. The Tower, and then one of our blank cards with Paranoid. The Sun and Fortune with Mortification. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups with Discontent. 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords with Loathsome. Isn't this awesome? Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands with Coward. So fun. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Wands with apprehensive. Page of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles with insecure. Strength and the Seven of Wands with discomfort. Nine of Swords, Two of Swords with bewilderment. Knight of Pentacles, Three of Swords with hysteria. The Star and Three of Wands with grief. And I have a bunch of these statue kind of Gothic decks. And I think I've shown some of them before, but I do have a lot of these. But for this monthly medicine and the tombstone, I just loved these together, and I'm so glad that I chose them, because I just thought it was such a fun time to use them. And we pulled a card. We were pulling a reveal card at the beginning that was something in my life I hadn't laid to rest. And then we would do our spreads on Wednesday in the middle of the week. And then we would just do a little reflection on Friday. And it was, so this time it was about letting go of things. And I'm sorry it's loud out here. Somebody's mowing their lawn or something, of course. But because of my sickness, I'm not allowed to go in the house when other people are downstairs. So anyway, I thought these were great. Four of Cups and a blank card with disappointment. Nine of Cups, Three of Cups with hopeless. It just gives you a different perspective when you see all these cards. That was another blank one, or a unlabeled card. Two of Cups, Queen of Swords with humiliation. And then there's another one that's not labeled. There's some cards in here that are just extra cards. King of Wands, King of Swords with dread. That's an interesting combo. Five of Wands, Five of Swords with neglect. Ten of Swords, the Hanged One with exasperation. And you see, this is not the most positive oracle in the world, but it's great when you're using it for something that you're trying to get rid of and kind of looking at the root of that. So that was week 3. And then week 4 is coming up, and it's morning flowers. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you my decks in case I can't film again. And for morning flowers, I chose the Antique Anatomy Tarot. So I was just like, that's the perfect thing for morning flowers, because these are like Gothic style flowers in these decks. I love these. They're so great. And with it, I'm going to pair the Southern Gothic Oracle. So this was another deck that was a Kickstarter that I backed. And last year at Newt's, we had a presentation that was, we were talking about, it was Stacey Williams who was doing the presentation, and she was talking about this deck and her new deck coming up, and like printing in the US and things. It was really interesting. It was really fun to hear her speak. So anyway, I'll go through this now. 10 of Coins, 10 of Elixirs with the Horseshoe, the Lovers, and the 5 of Blades with the Panther, Strength and Power. These are fun together. Judgment and the Knight of Coins with Blackberries, Agency and Independence. The Queen of Coins and the 6 of Elixirs with Dogwood Blossoms. the 9 of Rods and the 7 of Blades with a pair of shoes. The King of Coins and the Star with Mothman. Temperance and the 10 of Rods with the Dog, Loyalty and Belonging. The 4 of Coins and the 8 of Blades with the Alligator, Silence and Introspection. Justice and the 2 of Rods with the Armadillo Basket, Grounding and Fierce Protection. The Queen of Blades and Strength with the Cicada, Metamorphosis and Life Cycle. The 2 of Coins and the 6 of Blades with the Copperhead. So I'm looking forward to using these. I think this is going to be really fun. And the last week is called The Return. And it's just one day because it's going to be on October 30th. So we only have one reading for that one. So the other thing I did this month was I met with a group of women for a Hecate circle, and it was all women. And I brought, oh, I should show you the box, the Hecate Tarot, to read for people with this. And I also brought this with the Witch's Wisdom Oracle cards. And I know this is cheesy and all that, and I love it. And that's part of what I love about it. It comes with this little guidebook. And then, did I show you the box? It's Kate Flavia and Barbara Meiklejohn. It's one of the sets that I've showed in some of my witchy decks before. So anyway, I thought these were fun together. Queen of Cups, 7 of Pentacles with clearance. The Sun and Ace of Wands with the High Priest, Responsibility. The Chariot and 3 of Cups with Imagination. And they don't look that great together, but they were fun to use together. Ace of Swords, 5 of Wands with Dedication. It was just fun to do readings with them. The Moon, 6 of Cups, and Boundaries with the Athame. The Tower and the World with Ancestors, Remembrance. The Magician and 2 of Cups with the Book of Shadows, Secret. 10 of Wands and the Hermit with the Witch's Hat, Power. And I did a walkthrough of this deck, so I can link that below too. 8 of Cups and Page of Cups with Cloak, Concealment. So this Hecate Tarot was, I backed it on Kickstarter, and it didn't come that long ago. Maybe, I don't know, it's just in the last few months. Temperance and the Knight of Pentacles with Staff, Stability. King of Swords and 4 of Pentacles with Tarot cards, Guidance. Knight of Cups, 2 of Pentacles with the Watchtower of the West, Autumn. The Devil and 5 of Pentacles with Water, Cleansing. The Ace of Pentacles and King of Pentacles with the Witch, Healer. Death and the 2 of Swords with the Wiccan Reed, Ethos. 3 of Swords and Ace of Cups with the Pinnacle, Respect. 8 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, Witch's Cottage, Security. King of Wands and 6 of Wands with Ritual, Invocation. All right. So anyway, I am loving this deck and really happy with it. And I always love my cheesy decks. They're super fun. All right, thanks for watching. See ya.